Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm trying to get to communicate with people. Thought this would be a good practice. Hi, everybody. Wow, this is huge. Is this like the biggest pets we've ever had? Like, how do we even get around here? You gotta like feed your way through. Okay, so I want to thank you so much. I want to welcome everybody to Southwest Rotary Pets for 2020. Yes, we're here. I hope everybody was able to brave that Los Angeles traffic. Everybody's in town for the Oscars, clearly. Okay, some more announcements are just flying in. We've had some reports of a little bit of confusion. For those of you asking, this is not the International Lounge at LAX, and we are not going to page you when your flight is ready. You know, looking around this room, we really have some Rotary heavy hitters, and as Miles alluded to, we've got an amazing program ahead. One of the trickiest minefields that we've already kind of alluded to when you get the good fortune of leading your club is dealing with all the acronyms. AG, DG, DGE, DGN, RIDE, RIPE, RIPE. Awesome. That's great. LOL. I mean, WTF, people, come on. Oh, it got blue so fast. Some folks cannot stand acronyms, and we get it. So, the PETS committee has put together a guide for Rotary acronyms for everyone. The only problem is they're only available at AAA. So, good luck. Cliff Dockerman. Who here knows Cliff Dockerman? Yes. Cliff is a legacy in Rotary circles. He served as president in the early 90s, AKA 30 years ago. And Cliff is on the speaking circuit, and he loves to share stories about being a club president. And I look at this room stuffed to the gills with eager club leaders that are hungry to succeed during their year. We all want success. And you're going to have an exciting year ahead, and I know you want to succeed, and I know you want to do the very best that you can. One thing that Cliff really drives home is that the secret to success is proper bell etiquette. And Cliff describes the story of his very first day as club president. He gets to the podium, takes the bell, puts his hand there on the bell, takes the gavel, rings the bell, bam! Broke an index finger. Very first day as club president. He describes it as going downhill from there. But whether you break your hand on your first day or not, it's going to be awesome. I think we saw all of the past district governors and our esteemed VIPs here. And I venture to guess that if you were to ask each and every one of them what their favorite job in Rotary is, many, if not all, will point back to their time as club president. I remember being club president and 2 months later having my first child. And that was interesting. And I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm club president, year just started, now I'm changing diapers, I'm not sleeping. So what did I do? I brought my son to the club meeting very early on. And I was thinking maybe I'll just hold him the whole time and, you know, get some sympathy. Forget it. The club took him and passed him around like a hot potato. And then I could do what I needed to do as president. So you'd be surprised the amount of support that you will get when you take over the reins of your club. And I know there are some clubs in here that have been around a while. In my district, we have Club 33. Where's Chuck Preto? Whoa, okay, there's Chuck. Chuck's from Club 33. Where's LA5? Well, okay, hello. LA5. LA5, the Los Angeles Rotary Club, was founded in 1909. Yeah. And they've seen some changes since then. Let's see, 1909. Where we're sitting right now is farmland. The jet age wasn't going to happen for another 15 years. The mayor of LA, Arthur Harper, was about to be recalled for high crimes and, well, no. Mostly things change. Not always, but mostly. And Los Angeles and LA 5 have had many, many great years since. But the future is always unwritten. It's always malleable, and it is whatever you want to make of it. And your year as club president can and should be one of excitement and service and fun. The running gag among club presidents is that they got their position by missing a meeting. Literally, that's how I got this gig. But no matter how you came to be the leader of your club, know this, we're all in this together, in this wonderful venue. And the fact is, your club chose you. Your club believes in you. And this is your turn to shine. You set the tone, you create the enthusiasm in your own club, and you'll find that being president is the very best job you can ever have. And believe me, we have it for such a short period of time. Embrace it, enjoy it, let's make it count, and let's eat. Thank you. Game on. Everybody please be seated, eat, enjoy, welcome back. We're on for the evening show. A couple of quick announcements. The registration table advises that somebody left their hotel room key. If you can describe it, I'll give it to you. And for the person who actually lost it, don't be surprised if you get company later on. Unfortunately, I have a very special health note that I need to share. The Surgeon General has warned that attending pets while heavily sedated is a bad idea. Try telling that, though, to Dan Gensler, who's our hardcore district governor nominee from District 5340. Dan is here today fresh off a root canal. And Dan, I hope I didn't violate any HIPAA laws by just divulging that to everybody. But we're so glad to have you here, and we're so glad you brought your medications with you. Thank you. Look for Dan Gensler, and we're glad you could be here whether you can feel your face or not. All right, as we get ready for dinner, I hope everybody's enjoying the salads. I did want to talk a little bit more about some pearls of wisdom from Cliff Donovan, as well as my own personal experience. A successful club has successful programs. And for the presidents-elect that are getting ready to do it, get involved in your weekly programs, please. Don't delegate it and then pray that somebody shows up every week to put on your program. Be involved, stay involved, and make it count. By the way, can I have a show of hands in the room? Who thinks they have more time now than they did 10 years ago? So either you're busy eating or you agree we're short on time. Just ask the people that were riding down the elevator and had to check their phone for that last email. Time is precious. And seriously, you want people to give up their time and energy every week. They need a compelling, interesting program to bring them in. Be enthusiastic, even to a fault. Make your club the place to be if people want to be in the know. And about those programs, every week, change the way you look at speakers. Seriously, think about it. Every single week you have a prospective member that's coming into your club to talk to your club. What are you going to do for them to foster a sense of belonging, a sense that they would be missing out if they did not join your club? Be courteous to every speaker, and make them feel like they are just a rock star. Think about this. Consider designating one person in your club to be like a concierge for anything that they need and everything, AV, parking, you name it. Send a thank you card. Present them with a certificate for a free lunch or breakfast the next time they want to come to your club. Give them every reason to want to check out your club again, this time with a little less focus on them and a little more focus on all the great work your club does. Never keep open tables also at the front of the room. Encourage folks to fill those up front first. And be flexible. If somebody has a conflict or has to leave early and they're not being disruptive, be thankful. I mean it, be thankful. They had a conflict and they still came to your club. Let's be appreciative for everybody who comes in and out of that door. Because time is so short. Now, this afternoon I mentioned a little bit about my hot potato son getting passed around. Archer is now 8 years old, and I've taken him to plenty of meetings whenever I could, and I just wanted to share this with you. I love my club because they see Archer come and they make him feel like a prince. Where's Kim Stewart? Kim, stand up, please. That's my president-elect right there. She can attest to this. I mean, Archer comes in, he's scarfing down muffins like they're going out of style. He gets to eat all the bacon he wants. He often gets called on to lead everyone in the pledge. And then, we scoot out because he has this thing called school. And yet there's not an evil eye in the house, for which I am so, so thankful. And every Wednesday, when it's pitch black out, and I'm getting up to go to my meeting, I hear this little voice. He always wakes up and he asks, "Daddy, can I go to Rotary with you? Daddy, can I go to Rotary with you?" If an 8-year-old wants to come to a Rotary club at the crack of dawn, I think we're all doing something really right. And truth be told, he's probably in it for the bacon. Yeah. Be flexible, welcome families, please. The very folks that you want to attract to your club have family members that may be consuming every last waking moment of freedom they ever had. Like me. So don't force people to choose between family and Rotary. Rotary is family, and your family can be Rotary. Closing pearls of wisdom from Cliff Dockerman on things he learned 1 month into his presidency. Number 1, the club secretary does not, in fact, do all the work. Number 2, the first law of being a Rotary Club president: whatever hits the fan will never be distributed evenly. Number 3, every district governor will suggest to you one scheme that doesn't work. And that's the one that you will try in your club. And number 4, it's best not to preside at your club meeting under heavy sedation. Dan, that one's for you. Thank you, everybody. Let's eat. Enjoy. So Cliff Dockerman also always noted that if he had a second chance to lead a club, he'd put pen to paper and make a plan. Not just one, but he'd make more plans than he ever thought possible, and he would strive to achieve them. Club presidents-elect, you're the key person who will determine your club success and where your club will be on June 30th next year. Involve your club directors and take the lead. Written goals shared with your club. Post them on your website, your Facebook page. Put them on a poster. Talk about them at every meeting. On this journey, you've got to know where you are going and when you've arrived. Remember the great philosopher Yogi Berra. If you don't know where you are going, you're liable to end up someplace else. Deep, deep. Be sure to craft a goal in vocational and community service. Seek a grant with the Rotary Foundation and increase the number of Paul Harris Fellows and the number of Paul Harris Society members too. Have a plan for membership. Fill your calendar right now with the member events, the social activities, and the participation in the whole club going to the district conference. How many members are you seeking? How are you going to have them orientated into the life of a new Rotarian? We're talking numbers, people. We really need those numbers, okay? And if you don't have any measurable goals in each area of Rotary activity, you'll never know if your Rotary year was a success or not. My friends, there isn't a Rotary club in the world that cannot be improved, and you can be the spark for change. As Cliff's presidential year was winding down and he had 3 months to go, he was firing on all cylinders, except he had to use the other 3 fingers to mark it. He finally felt like he had it all together. So this was his list of accomplishments. Number 1, we had a community service project. Our motto, don't worry about crime in the streets, just get it off the sidewalks. I know, right? Number 2, we sent kids to summer camp whether they wanted to or not. Number 3, has anybody seen the club secretary? Number 4, our new motto, a club project not worth doing is not worth doing well. Number 5, the club presidents are supposed to remember the RI president's theme, whatever it is. The theme during his year was honk if you love Paul Harris. Okay. This coming year, we have a great theme. Rotary opens opportunities. Thank you, Holgar, for hitting the bullseye with this one. Everyone, I know everybody's hungry. We have a very special program ahead. Let's eat! Okay, before we dive into our main course, some more quick advice for the presidents-elect about getting each and every one of your members involved. Every member needs a worthwhile role in your year. Communities don't get built by just 1 or 2 people. They require everyone chipping in. And of all the jobs that the club president has, this might be one of the toughest ones out there. Find a worthwhile task for every member of your club to do something in your club or in your community. Your members are looking for purpose. They're looking for a reason to be there. Engage them, challenge them, empower them. And if you can do that, people will stay and they'll keep coming back week after week. Also, be very visible in your communities. Build a Rotary playground, a youth center. Get involved in rolling readers or a school project. Start a new Interact. If we're really serious about welcoming families into our clubs, prove it. Have a Bring Your Child to Rotary Day. Talk to students about your job, your passion for Rotary. Describe what it was like to live in America in a time when there was polio, when mothers were confined and had to teach their sons how to dance from an iron lung. And then tell them how you are part of an organization working hard to ensure that never, ever happens again. Don't be shackled by what your club has done before. Just ask Sylvia Whitlock right up here. Some traditions are meant to be broken. And if it's never been done before, that could be a really, really good thing. Take a fresh look at fundraisers, not just as means of raising money, but as new member socials. I've seen Rotary clubs throw these huge, massive blowout fundraisers, beer gardens and wine tastings that attract hundreds or thousands of people, and they never ask anybody to actually join their club. Not a single one. Ooh, is there kissing going on? Who just got married? This is great. I'd love to give a best man speech. I've known the bride and groom for so long. I've watched them blossom as a couple. It's just beautiful. Can we have everybody's attention? We're almost done. Almost. More kissing. People are just waiting to be asked to be members of your club. Let's end that wait. Let's make sure the community knows that Rotary is the only organization that is filled not just with dreamers, but with doers. That's what People of Action is all about. We make magic happen. Cliff Dockerman writes that as his first year crept on and his index finger was healing up, January 1st came by and he felt like he should make another list. He felt really confident. He felt self-assured, like he was really hitting his stride. And everybody magically starts looking forward to the year ahead. It's January, next year's theme gets announced. There's talk of a demotion party. It's like you're already kind of in the rearview mirror just as it starts getting really good. So here are some of the things he observed at the 6-month mark. Number 1, you wonder what the heck the club secretary does. Number 2, there actually is no nonviolent way to get the speaker to stop. Number 3, $100 fine for a cell phone going off probably is not a better way of building better friendships. Number 4, in many clubs, the Community Service Committee does not follow the president's suggestions. Number 5, the club directors do not follow the president's suggestions. And number 6, really, nobody follows the president's suggestions. On that happy note, let's eat, enjoy lunch. We'll see you real soon. So Cliff Dockerman also always noted that if he had a second chance to lead a club, he'd put pen to paper and make a plan. Not just one, but he'd make more plans than he ever thought possible, and he would strive to achieve them. Club presidents-elect, you're the key person who will determine your club's success and where your club will be on June 30th next year. Involve your club directors and take the lead. Written goals shared with your club. Post them on your website, your Facebook page. Put them on a poster. Talk about them at every meeting. On this journey, you've got to know where you are going and when you've arrived. Remember the great philosopher Yogi Berra. If you don't know where you are going, you're liable to end up someplace else. Deep. Be sure to craft a goal in vocational and community service. Seek a grant with the Rotary Foundation and increase the number of Paul Harris Fellows and the number of Paul Harris Society members too. Have a plan for membership. Fill your calendar right now with the member events, the social activities, and the participation in the whole club going to the district conference. How many members are you seeking? How are you going to have them orientated into the life of a new Rotarian? We're talking numbers, people. We really need those numbers, okay? And if you don't have any measurable goals in each area of Rotary activity, you'll never know if your Rotary year was a success or not. My friends, there isn't a Rotary club in the world that cannot be improved, and you can be the spark for change. As Cliff's presidential year was winding down and he had 3 months to go, he was firing on all cylinders, except he had to use the other 3 fingers to mark it. He finally felt like he had it all together. So this was his list of accomplishments. Number 1, we had a community service project. Our motto, don't worry about crime in the streets, just get it off the sidewalks. I know, right? Number 2, we sent kids to summer camp whether they wanted to or not. Number 3, has anybody seen the club secretary? Number 4, our new motto, a club project not worth doing is not worth doing well. Number 5, the club presidents are supposed to remember the RI president's theme, whatever it is. The theme during his year was honk if you love Paul Harris. Okay. This coming year, we have a great theme. Rotary opens opportunities. Thank you, Holgar, for hitting the bullseye with this one. Everyone, I know everybody's hungry. We have a very special program ahead. Let's eat! You gotta watch Bet. She tried to take my iPad. Not gonna happen. By the way, for those of you wondering why Jarita may not be returning your calls, it may be because you're not asking her to call you back. So let's all take out our phones and let's call her. Her number is 714. Never mind. So we've talked a little bit in these sessions about the importance of classification. I have a friend actually here in LA whose classification is diamond cutter. He mows the lawn at Dodger Stadium. Yeah, it's going there. Good. To everyone who has been leaving 5-star reviews of the MC, thank you so much. It touches me, really. Only problem is it's a 10-star scale, so I'll try better, okay? Thank you. The video files from all 6 of these sessions are still available. You see the order forms are still on your table. You can return them back to Philippe Lemoise. Philippe is back there with the cameras. Hi, Philippe. I'm looking at him, I think. I don't know. And if you'd like to order these, they're great video files that you can share with your club. You can post on social media, burn to a VHS, whatever you want to do. It's totally good. VHS. Are the Rotaractors still here? Let's talk beta. Oh, okay. I know what age we are. Okay. We've been talking at PETS about the importance of presentation and program, but it's also important to have a great meal. If you are a club that serves a meal, make it a great one, okay? I've been to so many clubs, and what are they pulling out for food? Chicken, right? Chicken. We've got to let the chicken go. The chicken's got to fly, okay? What do you call a scary chicken? A poultrygeist. Four stars, going to 3. True story, we're at room 1701 and John Clay, where's John Clay? John Clay comes up and he goes, I will give you $100, I will bet you $100 that you can't work a chicken joke into the program. Ha. But I said, if you make it 1,000 and you give it to polio, I can give you a real clucker. So thank you, John. And remember, end polio now. You guys might be going home, but I'm going to stay here all week. We have 2 amazing women from Globe, Arizona with us today. Crystal and Cami, are you here? Crystal and Cami, I cannot see. Are you here? Stand up. Crystal and Cami, come on up here for a second, please. Crystal and Cami are from the small town of Globe, Arizona, and both of them are attending PETS this year. But here's an interesting wrinkle. It turns out they have not decided which one is going to be president next year. Their passion for Rotary is truly remarkable, but their decision-making, wow. This is great. Cami, Crystal, come on up here. Holgar, could you join us? You can jump up. Rotary insurance covers that. No problem. All right. You guys have met. That's great. I have a 4-way test coin right here. He got the disclaimer. He got their permission. This is great. Holgar, can you please flip a coin to see who will officially be the president next year of the Rotary Club of Globe, Arizona?
But first of all, I have to hear a yes from both of you. Are you agree with that? Yes. Okay, and Arigi? Okay. So?
Call it. Well, they got to figure that one out. Okay, they're negotiating this. This is really great.
The Rotary Wheel becomes president.
Rotary Wheel becomes president. The flip. It's down. It's like Steve Weitzen pinning someone. Give it up for Cami, President 2020-21 of the Rotary Club of Globe, Arizona. Congratulations.
Okay.
So we got that settled. Any other problems we need to solve? We're doing it right here. Holgar gave away my 4-way coin. It's cool. He's just giving everything. Shirts off his back, coins. It's perfect. I'll get you another. The voice of God. Oh. Cliff Dockman once said, oh, if I could do it all over again, I'd try to be a better club. And for all the club presidents-elect, it's all within your grasp because you're going to be the club president. Your club will always remember your year, one way or another. So make it one you're going to be proud of. Now, you don't have to do it the same way it's always been done in your club. You've got to believe that you can do it better, and at the end of next year, your club is going to be better than it was when you started. And don't worry about the thoughtless criticisms and the foot draggers, the naysayers, the folks who tell you, oh, we've never done that in Rotary. It cannot be done. Just remember, when the parade of success goes by, everyone is going to be saying what a great year you had. And for most club presidents, the opportunity knocks only once. Or if you have 2 club presidents, make the best of your opportunity, and then you'll not have to think back wistfully someday, wondering if only we all could be president again. No matter what you think, it's crazy, but your year is going to come to an end someday. Like June 30th next year. Let's throw that out there. But by then, your knowledge is going to be complete. And here's a list that Cliff made up in the last waiting days of his year. Number 1, it's really important to keep the fingers of your left hand off the bell when you use the gavel with your right. Number 2, a district governor is the person who's always around when they need you. True. Number 3, has anybody seen the club secretary? Number 4, you learn that Rotarians are not old. Some are just mature. And in Cliff's words, I don't want to say that Rotarians in my club are old, but our lunches are catered by Meals on Wheels. Note I said Cliff's words, not mine. Finally, that last meeting of the year is going to give you a brand new feeling. Not like a sickness in the pit of your stomach, but a sickness in your heart. Because you will have experienced one of the greatest years you will ever have in your life. And last, number 6, there's never, ever going to be absolute consensus. And we are 100% sure of that. To all of the presidents-elect, we've got your back. Always, now, and in the future.